Record pace, that's what we're talking about on the show today. Islanders, cruise lines continue to build more ships than ever before, faster than ever before, and that's part of the news that we have for you today. Royal Caribbean has announced that their fourth Icon-class ship, the Legend of the Seas, is going to complete construction ahead of schedule. They've added 3 cruises before the inaugural sailing that was planned for August the 2nd of 2026. We're sharing that with you on the show today. Also, record pace, cruise ships are selling out faster than ever before. They're overselling as well. Royal Caribbean has oversold yet another cruise ship. We will share the offers that they have for passengers on board that ship. Wait until you see these offers. They include free cruises. How about that? We also have some work to do this weekend on our personal travel. We will share with you as well. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. Happy Friday, September 19th. Islanders, thank you for stopping by the show today. We're on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands. Hopefully work for the week is over. It is Friday. I hope you're relaxing at home with friends and family. I hope you're doing something cruise related. Some of you are getting on a cruise or headed to a cruise ship this weekend. Enjoy it. Some of you have an existing reservation you're planning for and all the excitement of excursions and onboard experiences. And some of you are looking to book a new cruise. I know how it goes. Amanda and I, we're planning for our cruise. We have several cruises next year. One of them next July 21st through July 28th. We are cruising from Rome, Italy to the Med, to Greece. We're excited about this. On the Enchanted Princess, we booked this with Princess Cruises. They had a few ships that had third and fourth guests sell free. We booked this cruise for like $3,000. We have to book airfare. The pricing for airfare right now is crazy good. Like less than $2,000 for my family of 4 round trip. That is crazy. We're going to book airfare this weekend for that trip. We're excited about it. Princess Cruises has expanded this sale. If you're looking to go to Europe, June and July, which is usually peak season, they have expanded this sale of third and fourth guest sale free. Not just kids, third and fourth guest. Some of these offers are even on their new ships like the Sun and the Star Princess. And this is not just in Europe. They have 50% off. And sometimes third and fourth guests sell free in the Caribbean as well. If you're sitting here this weekend, you're looking for a cruise, you're looking for something different. We love Carnival Cruise Line. We love Royal. We have recently started cruising Princess and absolutely love Princess as well. Email us a date if you're looking for a particular week. Where do you want to go? We'll shoot a quote your way. travel@bookislandtime.com. We would love to help you. Let's talk about Royal Caribbean and all these records that I mentioned in the intro. Cruise lines continue to build new ships, and I like that. I like new ships. Royal Caribbean announcing that the Legend of the Seas, their newest, their 4th Icon-class ship, will arrive early. You probably remember Legend's sister, the newest ship right now in the world, the largest ship in the world, the Star of the Seas. I still have these towel bands from the Star of the Seas. I don't know how they made it into the studio, but they're right here beside me. The Star of the Seas arrived early as well. You remember maybe a little bit of controversy of people had booked the inaugural sailing and they paid good money for the inaugural sailing, and Royal Caribbean kept on adding 3 and 4 and 5 cruises before the inaugural sailing that they were still going to treat as the inaugural. This is almost the same. The Legend of the Seas was set to sail on her inaugural voyage, August the 2nd of 2026. We had looked at that sailing, but it was going to be like $10,000. We're in Europe. Remember, I just told you, late July, I would have loved to go on Legend, but yeah, 10 grand versus 3 grand. Yeah, we're going with Princess on this one. But the Legend of the Seas will arrive and have 3 sailings before the inaugural sailing. Royal Caribbean has shared this with passengers. The ship is progressing ahead of schedule. As a result of this early completion, we've added 3 new sailings to our inaugural season showcase, departing July 11th, 18th, and 25th. The new inaugural sailing is July 11th of 2026, and my goodness, it would be great to go on there. And actually, this new inaugural sailing, it's not 10,000 like the August 2nd date was. It's like 7,500. But still, how can I justify over double? And some of you out there, you may say, Derek, you should pay that. Over double, and you're on an inaugural sailing, a brand new ship, especially something like an Icon class ship. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth paying over double So we're not going to do it. We're going to stick with Princess Cruises. We're going to go to Greece, and we're going to sail from Rome, Italy, which we love doing as well. Guess who were booked on the inaugural sailing, though? That August 2nd sailing. Royal Caribbean is letting those guests move to the new inaugural date, or the new first sailing, July the 11th, for free. There is price protection there, which is great news for those who have paid their price. Some of them, though, I was thinking about this because I'm thinking about my airfare for next July. Some people have already purchased their airfare, and Royal Caribbean will try to help with that as much as they can, but some of them have booked transportation already. Some of them booked hotels or Airbnbs already. And it's important to some of these people who booked the August 2nd inaugural sailing. They want to be on the first one. They probably want to move. Royal Caribbean is trying to help them move as much as they can, but we'll see what happens with this. I would probably move. If I had booked this, and I would have booked it for the inaugural allure of it all, I would have probably moved. Maybe save some money in the process, but then would have to deal with all the flight changing and accommodations changing and transportation changing. This may not be the end. Royal Caribbean did this with Star, and they would add cruises ever so often. Oh, we can squeeze another one in. Oh, we can squeeze another one in. So we'll see what happens here. Who knows? Maybe we could end up on the Legend of the Seas somewhere in Europe as well. Islanders, do you think this is right? Do you think that these cruises should be added after the inaugural date has been released? Or should cruise lines stick to that schedule? Let us know in the comments section below. And also, if you had booked that inaugural sailing, would you be looking at now moving your cruise to the earlier sail date? Let us know that as well. Let's move on to the next cruise news story. It's just like Royal Caribbean builds ships at record pace. They're selling out their ships at record pace as well. I feel like a Pete and a repeat in situations like this because I have shared stories over the last several months of Royal Caribbean overselling their cruise ships. This happens all the time, but it's always interesting to see what they are offering passengers and what they're trying to entice passengers with to switch from one accommodation to another or one ship to another. And this is just the latest instance of Royal Caribbean overselling one of their ships. It's almost like they do this as much as American Airlines oversells their flights. Here's the ship in question. This happened not too long ago, and email communication went out, and cruisers had to make decisions on what they wanted to do. But I wanted to share this information with you because it's always fun to play the game of what would you do in this situation. Listen to this. This one is a big cruise. This is not just a 7-night cruise somewhere. This is the Radiance of the Seas 16-night Panama Canal sailing from San Diego to Fort Lauderdale. 16 nights. This one's special. This one, if you book it, you meant to book it, and you may not move from it. And Royal Caribbean has said if you don't want to move from the sailing, you don't have to move from the sailing. Passengers have been contacted via email. They were contacted via email. And if you didn't want to change anything, you did not have to respond. But if you saw an offer you liked, you could respond and you could get some different things. You could move from this ship, the Radiance of the Seas 16-night cruise, if you wanted to. You could move to the Serenade of the Seas. It's a 13-night, a shorter cruise from San Diego to Miami, a little different destination port there. It left today. You had to decide that. It left today. If you chose this, again, this has been several days ago. If you chose this option, you got a 100% refund and $300 onboard credit. A free cruise. A little bit shorter, but free. If you are set on staying on this ship, you picked the ship, you picked the itinerary for a reason, and this the 16-night had more ports of call than the 13-night you could have moved to. So if you wanted to stay, Royal Caribbean said, you know what, if you have a balcony cabin and you'll move to an ocean view cabin, we'll give you a refund. Stay on the ship, we'll give you a refund. It is a free 16-day cruise. If you're in a balcony cabin and you'll move to an interior cabin, we'll give you your money back, and we'll give you $300 onboard credit, offering all kinds of options to passengers. And I would have taken this. If I saw this email, and I was in a balcony cabin, and they said you can move to an ocean view, I probably would have to have at least a window for 16 days, right? I don't want to stay in inside cabin for 16 days. I need at least a window. But move from your balcony to an ocean view cabin, and we will give you every penny you paid back for your cruise. You still pay for your drink package. You still pay for your internet if you did that. But your cruise fare, absolutely free. I would jump on that. I would click the link in the email. Matter of fact, I'd probably think it's a spam email, okay? I would click it though. I would click it and I would go forth and I would change my accommodations and I would enjoy my free cruise and I would take my refund and I would probably go book yet another cruise. Because this cruise probably cost some money and you may be able to purchase 2 other cruises with what you paid for this cruise. Royal Caribbean, keep overselling your cruise ships, please, as a Royal Caribbean passenger myself. Again, no one's impacted by this. If you want to stay, you stay. And those that raise their hand and volunteer to do something else, you either get money back or you go to another ship and you get money from it. So Royal Caribbean, book it up. Book it up as much as you can. And maybe one of my future sailings will be impacted. And who knows, maybe I get the free cruise and maybe you do as well. Islanders, if you received this email regarding your reservation, would you move from your balcony cabin to one of these other categories for your free cruise and maybe some onboard credit? Or would you say, nope, I have paid for this, that is my cabin, and that is what I want? Share that with us in the comments section below. That is the cruise news for today. Again, I hope you're having a great weekend. Fill that cruise appetite. If Amanda and I can help you in any way, reach out to us, travel@bookislandtime.com. We can walk step in step with you, help you plan your new reservation. You can transfer an existing reservation to us and we can help manage that, watch for price drops, help with upgrade opportunities, plan excursions, all that great stuff. It doesn't cost you a penny. We love doing that. Amanda does it full time now. Can you believe that? That's awesome. We truly are blessed. We can't wait to hear from you guys, and our email address will also see in the comment section of this video, on our Facebook page, and all weekend right here on Island Time.